Drinking and at what age? Sleepovers with boyfriends. Getting back with an ex. Smoking, vaping, weed, cigarettes. Tattoos and piercings underage. Okay, everybody wants videos with my mom here, so we're delivering. Today I'm gonna ask my mom opinions on certain topics, and I asked you guys on Instagram what topics you want her to talk about, so we're gonna hop right into it.
Excuse me, I'm eating.
Your opinion on homeschooling.
Like whether I like it or not?
Just your opinion.
I love it. I wouldn't have done it if I did. I think everybody should do it. It's not for everybody, but.
Leaving home / moving cities. Like anyone, not just kids. Yeah, she's never wants to leave, never wants anyone to leave. Neither do we, but she doesn't like it. Tattoos and piercings underage. How do you feel about that?
Is there such thing as a piercing underage?
You need your parents' consent before you're 18.
No, none of that bothers me.
Yeah, no. She was always like signing papers
for us. But the tattoo thing, I feel like you should wait till you're 18.
I do feel that way as well. But like, would it be the end of the world?
No.
Well, actually, Brittany did it. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world if one of us came home with a tattoo at like 15. Would you die?
Would I die? No.
What would you do?
I would hope that it's not something you're gonna regret. Yeah.
This is what she would do. She would go, "What? You didn't tell me?"
Yeah, I would have went with you.
And then, yeah, see? She wouldn't care. And then you'd be like, "Oh, it's cute." Having a boyfriend as a teen. How do you feel about that?
I feel fine. It's fine. All you girls do.
What is your opinion on that? Like, do you have an opinion on that, or is it just fine?
Like, do I think it's a bad thing? No.
What's your opinion? Just
I'm
in
giving
general.
my opinion.
You're like, it's fine. She's eating an acai bowl.
I get so much stuff on her that they have to give me
Look how big
separate.
it is. No phones, please. No, you can't check.
No, I'm shutting it off. I'm shutting it.
What
It's
is your-
Debbie, by the way.
Okay.
She'll let me answer that.
As she texts away.
I'm answering Debbie.
All right, hurry up. So, do you have an opinion on it? How do you feel about it? People want to know legitimate answers, not good, fine. It's yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I think it's a good thing. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think sometimes things don't work out. Brianna had a relationship at 15 and it lasted, I think, almost 7 years, 6.5 years. It didn't work out. You guys, it's gonna work out. So Brittany's relationship didn't work out. I mean,
It's just whatever.
It's sometimes you're too young.
But you don't feel like a lot of moms or parents are like, no dating as a teenager.
No, that's just gonna make you guys sneak.
Yeah. Your opinion on smoking, vaping, weed, cigarettes.
No, and no.
She doesn't do any of those
Dad,
things.
no, I don't think they're asking if I do it.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, I don't agree with any of it.
She
I know a lot of people do it, and I'm not judging.
It's just not for you or your kids.
Not for me, and my kids aren't allowed to do it either.
Not for me and my family. Fun fact about my mom and my dad. They don't drink, smoke, nothing of the sort. The only thing my dad is addicted to is coffee. I don't think you're addicted to anything.
I don't have an addictive personality at all.
Yeah, me either. Thought on today's generation. Does she think her generation was more fun?
Yeah, I do.
You think yours was more fun? I assume so as well.
Nothing was being filmed. Like, things we did, not that I ever did anything bad, Dad did, but if we got in trouble, we got in trouble, but...
It wasn't, like, on the internet. I feel like you guys were able to just be in the moment more. You didn't have to worry about who was texting you this or...
No, we went out and we didn't hear from our parents or anything unless they drove by looking for us if they needed us for something, or unless we went home whatever time we needed to go home. That was it. Nobody knew. They did not know.
See, you guys were probably really up to no good because you could just do whatever you want. See, like, we can't get away with as much.
We used to go to the park.
You have our locations, our this and that.
We used to go to try cigarettes, try smoking. We used to go ride our bikes, walk whatever to the park, sit under this tree that made like an arch to see if we could like...
Get it to spark?
No!
What?
To try cigarettes!
Yeah, like
so nobody could see us.
Oh, I thought you because the wind, I don't know.
Oh, no, because we knew everybody. We knew the older kids in the neighborhood.
Oh, so you didn't want to get in trouble.
We didn't want to get in trouble.
So people would rat on you guys if they saw?
Not rat to our parents, but we would get in trouble from them.
Oh, okay.
Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, okay. So what are your thoughts on today's generation?
I think it's good in a lot of ways, but because you have the knowledge of everything at your fingertips,
yeah.
Like I said, the keeping up with the Joneses, they used to say, is an issue.
Like social media, like keeping up with what everyone's doing? Yeah, it's definitely an issue.
In some ways it's good, and in some ways it's bad, but I think that goes with anything. Like these poor girls, I think that they have to be like, their bones showing, skinny.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's not like...
No. But I do think that that was an issue. I mean, it wasn't as in your face when you were growing up, like
No, we had to buy a
24/7,
magazine.
but it still was a beauty standard. Like, it still was, oh, that's like a perfect model.
Yeah, but they weren't as skinny. They were skinny, but they weren't as skinny. And
Yeah, now
also
it's-
we had to go out and buy a magazine to look at that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we just open our phone in the morning and it's the first thing we see.
Yeah. And then you have people commenting on other people's images. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't have that.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot more pressure. Getting back with an ex.
I think it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
I think there are people that aren't going to change no matter what. But you're really not going to know that unless you go through it.
Yeah. You gotta
You know
learn
what I
for
mean?
yourself.
Yeah, you have to kind of live and learn. But some people change.
Yeah.
Some people change. If they want to be with you enough and they're willing to look inside and figure things out.
That's a good scenario, but I feel like 70% of the time it's just like, move on if you can.
I mean, if it's a cheating situation,
Well, yeah.
no, then I say no. But if it's like, it also depends on the age. You know, people do grow up
Yeah. Yeah.
and they realize what's important.
Adulting, period. Just adulting.
I don't know what that means.
Like, how do you feel about adulting? What is it really hard? Is it... I feel like you've been an adult for so long that you can't even answer that. Because, like, for me, I'd be able to answer that, where it's like,
Oh, I
it's
can answer it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It really isn't hard until you have kids.
Yeah.
Completely different ball game from anything you ever thought you knew in your life.
That's very not good for me to hear.
I'm not saying it's bad.
It sounds like it. You
No.
said it's hard.
You have human beings to worry about.
Yeah,
Little
I can't
human
do that. I
beings to worry
literally
about.
can't do that. Like, I can't even worry about myself. Myself is too much. I think about that all the time. How I would be crazy. Like, I would be crazy, I think. I would be a crazy, paranoid mom.
No, because you'll learn that you can't live life like that. You can't. It's easy to be like that, believe me.
But I also wasn't like that with, like, when Ronnie was living with us and we were taking care of him all the time. I wasn't like that. But I was younger. Now I feel like I'm more aware of, like, what could happen. Like, bad things that could happen.
And little kids is one story. Adult kids, don't even go there.
Sleepovers with boyfriends. I guess at a younger age, because when you get older, it's like, what are you gonna do?
I allowed it with you guys because you were all in serious relationships.
I had to, like, beg my mom to let Brittany have a sleepover with her first boyfriend. Everyone in the house had COVID, and me and her didn't. I was like, please, just let her go to his house. Let her go to his house. You're like, no. Because they kind of did just, like, start getting back together.
It was.
And then I think
it was fairly
you let
new.
her because...
I did let her because what was I going to do?
everyone was so
Stay
sick.
here and get sick?
Because I was going to Paul's.
But I think if you're in a committed, serious relationship, I think it's okay. You know,
Clothes that are too revealing.
don't like.
I feel like you don't really care.
But you don't really dress like that.
No, but, like, I would say that I definitely wear some shirts that are, like, a little revealing and, like, you don't care. You've never said to me, oh, you can't wear that. And I feel like, especially when I was younger,
You never tried to.
I would wear, like, really, really short shorts. Dad is he only one time ever said, you can't wear those shorts. You have to go back inside. Only one time in my life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they were, like, in style. They were so ugly.
You guys were always with me. I don't know. If it's tastefully done, not like slutty.
Yeah. Drinking and at what age?
Never.
Never. Never, okay.
Brianna's 29. I still don't like it. Brian's going to be 28. Still don't like it. Bothers me.
She doesn't like it.
Don't like it.
She's like anti.
And I don't judge people who do.
No, she actually doesn't.
Some moms buy it for their kids when they're underage. I don't know. That's a whole nother story, but I don't like it.
How do you feel if Brooke moves out? Like, whenever that time comes?
It's a no for me.
Okay, with the Gen Z slang.
I want my kids to stay home.
But you're not like...
I'm not going to be mad at you.
She's not like...
I wouldn't stop her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop her, but I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't enjoy it. Not that I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't enjoy it.
Tips on raising teen girls. She's done it 3 times. She's still doing it right now.
It's not fun.
Can't imagine it being fun.
It's not fun.
I
There's
feel like
nothing great about it.
I feel like there could be... I don't know. I feel like that's when you become...
Friends?
Yeah, not friends, but more like...
Bonded?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, that's true. But the nervousness
Yeah, like I can't
takes
do
over.
that.
It just takes over. Driving? Starting
No.
driving?
No.
not fun.
This is my question. What do you feel like the difference is in raising teen boys and teen girls?
I was always just as worried about the boys, but more worried about the girls' safety. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, oh, guys, you going out? Okay, see you whenever.
No,
like,
yeah.
It wasn't like that, but I always knew the boys can handle themselves physically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Obviously.
I mean, the boys were trained for that.
Explain.
They're black belts. The girls are mean. Girls are dramatic. Boys are not. There's just so much emotion and drama with girls and their friends.
Oh my god. Especially as teenagers.
Always.
It literally was always something between the three of us.
You probably the least.
Yeah. Because my friendships were different. Not that they don't have friendships from a young age, but that's who I hung out with. Was like, my childhood best friends is who I was with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have drama.
Not that much.
No, I did, if you think back.
Yeah, you did. But that really didn't have much to do with you.
No, not at all.
Not that the other two, it was their fault either. It's just much, much harder dealing with girls. Yeah. Boys are like, go with the flow. I'd raise 10 boys to 1 girl.
Wow. Wasn't that hard?
I'm not talking about just you specifically.
Okay, but if it was just me, would you feel that way?
Probably not.
See, but everyone has a different opinion because, like, some moms I've heard say that they feel like raising girls is easier because maybe the girl is, like, more go with the flow, the boy's getting into trouble, and so I guess it just depends.
Most moms say it's easier to raise boys, but there are some. I didn't have boys that were.
No, they weren't like that. Like,
They
there are a
weren't
lot of boys who, like.
I mean, things come out now, like, oh, when we were younger, we used to do. And I'm like, what?
They were just good at getting away with it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have crazy boys, so.
Yeah, like.
That's part of it, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Now, these are just questions. These aren't opinions on things. There's like 4 of them. Who's your favorite daughter and son?
I'm not answering that.
So you have one.
No, I don't. You couldn't pay me money to answer that.
Okay.
But go ahead.
How your parents
Who
met?
asked that? Let me see.
There's no profile.
Let me see.
How your parents met in a short version, because my camera doesn't want to be alive that long.
6th grade.
That's it. How did you
make
meet?
it short?
How did you meet?
In school, 6th grade. Yeah, we were friends. Then in 7th grade, we started going out. We went out for about a year or 2. Then
7th grade.
In 1990, we started going out, and then 3 years later, we got engaged, and then a year after that, we got married. And then a year after that, we had Brianna.
How did you have money to get engaged? Like, don't you have to, like, didn't you buy your ring? How did you have money for that?
I don't know.
What were her goals in life when she was your age? At 23.
I always wanted to be a mom.
Oh my god. That's it. She did it.
I always wanted to be a mom.
Okay. Last question. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from having such a big family?
I would like to say it's patience, but I don't always have patience, so it doesn't always work. That's a hard question to answer.
Well, there you go. You just said it, patience. It doesn't mean that you have to practice that all the time, but you learn
I don't know.
That you should
me.
or need to
I'm
have
not perfect in any way. That's a hard question to answer. That was a good question.
I feel like it could have a lot of different answers.
I could probably go on for a long time, but,
yeah.
But
that is all. If you guys ever want any more videos from me and my mom, let us know. We'll film them. And that's it. Thanks for answering their questions.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking.
That's it for this week's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. I appreciate you watching more than you know. You know the drill. Comment this emoji if you watched all the way up until this point, because I'll know if you're a real one. And here is today's subscriber shout out. I love you so much. All of your support never goes unnoticed, and thank you for being you. If you haven't already, make sure to click the subscribe button. I'm going to be doing this until I'm about 80 years old, so might as well subscribe while you're ahead and join in on my big crazy life. If you like these YouTube videos and want to see more of me on different platforms, I post every single day on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. I just love you guys so much. Peace out.